everybody. Welcome to another one of Mrs. Buckley's mediocre videos. We're going to start with a review today. We're going to talk about converting fractions, decimals, and percents. And we'll start out talking about how we convert from a fraction to a decimal. Do you remember how to do that? From a fraction to a decimal. Here we go. It's numerator divided by denominator. So we're going to take the top number and divide it by the bottom number. And remember that fraction bar is actually a division symbol in disguise. See how I put the little dots in to show the division? So we're going to convert a fraction to a decimal by taking the numerator and dividing it by the denominator. So what am I doing on my calculator? You're doing this with me. You're writing this out with me is what I should say. So 1/5 means 1 divided by 5. What do you get when you do that on your calculator? That equals 0.2. Now let's convert 7/20 to a decimal. Again, it's numerator divided by denominator. So this equals 7 divided by 20, which equals 0.35. Great. So there are two samples. Now, how do we convert a decimal to a percent? A decimal to a percent. This is the one in which we multiply by 100. So let's do that for these. I'll put this over here. So I take 0.06 and on my calculator I will multiply that one by 100. What do I get when I do that? I get 6%. Let's do 0.73, and this is 73 hundredths, remember. So I'm going on my calculator, I'm taking the 0.73, I'm multiplying it by 100, and I get, I'm giving you time to do this on your calculator, 73%. Okay, let's move down. Now we're working on percent to decimal. This is the one in which we divide by 100. So let's take a look at this. Here's my percent. So I'm taking 11, I'm dividing that by 100, and I get 0.11. So 11 100ths means the same as 11%. Now let's look at this one. Is this going to be 0.9? It's not. And that's why it's important to actually do out the math where you're dividing by 100. So I have 9 divided by 100, and that equals 0.09. All right, last set of samples. How do we change a decimal to a fraction? This is the one in which we read the decimal aloud, we write what we hear ourselves say, and then we simplify the fraction. So let's take a look at 0.8. So how is this really read? Well, yes, we can say 0.8, but it also means 8/10, 8/10. So I think to myself, 8/10, oh, I know how to write 8/10 as a fraction, like that. So I did the read, right? I read this aloud as 8/10. I wrote what I heard myself say, and now I'm ready to simplify. Top and bottom are both even numbers, so I know they're both divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 8/10 as a fraction is 4/5. Let's do this one now, 0.22. Another way to read this is 22 hundredths, because there are 2 decimal digits. 22 hundredths. Oh, 22 hundredths. And again, because I have two even numbers, I know I can divide top and bottom by 2, and I get 11 over 50. So 0.22 means the same as 11/50ths. And that's it. So that was just a quick review. If you look on our Google Classroom doc for today, you'll see that you're working on a Quizlet. Please do the learn and the matching section of the Quizlet activity. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope it's as beautiful at your house as it is at mine right now. And take care.